years, you know.
Oh, 3 years together.
Yes.
All right.
So the very first one, 1918.
Good Lord. And where was that printed now or published here?
Yes, yes. No, it was printed in Tierney's in Dublin, I think.
Right.
And
look at the beautiful.
yes, but the interesting thing
that's
is,
really like the Book of Kells.
yes, and look, Patrick.
Right.
I would say this is possibly Columban, and this is the Mass Rock. Look, Columban, Romuald, Virgilius, and
Gaul.
Gaul, yes.
All right.
And to be pilgrims for Christ, that was Columban's motto. The harvest is great, but the labourers are few. Pray the Lord of the harvest that he send labourers into his harvest. And in Gaelic,
all right.
The whom Lord a Deus and all the hair. Yes.
And who actually thought up this idea of doing the magazine?
I would say it was John Bloig. John was
the scribe, was he?
He was the genius.
Right.
Yes. I always think it's so interesting that Galvin, who was the action man,
yes,
and Bloig, who was the great organizer.
Right.
But we needed both.
Exactly, complementing each other.
Exactly.
Like, I think as I said to Father Smith there, I actually thought that my Uncle Edward was just a sort of a fierce, brave man that actually just went and didn't think about it before he went. Sort of, he was in the middle of it before he...
Well, that's true.
He
was extraordinary.
He was extraordinary, yeah.
So... there is
the Archbishop of Cork.
Oh yes, Cahala.
God, yeah, Cahala.
He was very important.
Powerful man, yeah.
Very important.
Well, I suppose he gave the imprimatur to,
you
only
had
for
to have a bishop behind you.
Yes. Ah, good
yes.
God, yeah.
And you can see Monsignor Hogan from Maynooth, and Oscailge again. Seamus O'Connell.
Oh. God, you were very talented, weren't you?
Well, it was interesting. This is the very first edition.
Imagine. And that was 1918.
That's right. January.
And how many years after the Columbans was founded?
Well, 1918 we were canonically set up. 1916 they would have got together.
Okay.
And
so it was
the
very,
organisation
very early
was going on the first 2 years.
Right.
Yes. Now, I wondered when was the first picture of Bishop Galvin, and it was in the second edition. This is the February 1918.
Oh, right.
There he is.
I have a lovely one. I think I might have given it to you, Father Smith. The one where he's on the front cover. That was probably,
That's
I don't know.
Yes.
I had that one. Somebody gave it to me.
Yes.
And then I said, something, it'd be far better off up here rather than in my drawer that maybe somebody who's going through my drawer might never know.
I know, yes. So that
who's
would be
Reverend M. Dolan?
The representative of the Maynooth Mission in the United States.
Oh,
he was
right.
one of the early Columbans. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this would have been from quite early. This photograph.
Oh yes, yeah. Very early on, yeah.
So.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yes. Absolutely. Catholic University of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual name the script on the name hasn't changed since.
No.
It's still exactly the same, which is lovely.
That's right.
But my best memories of the Far East were, we loved the pictures of, being abroad, like the pictures
That's right.
coming from the missions.
Yes.
But I think it takes years and years and years for it to fit on me, like the magnitude of going and seeing pictures of, China and Japan and Korea and Chinese superstitions.
By Joe Leary. Now, Joe Leary was a Cork man.
Was he?
And he was one of the first 3 who joined Galvin long before the society.
Oh, right.
Remember that Bishop Galvin was in China from 1912.
Right.
And then he saw that he wouldn't get anywhere unless he had more help.
Mm-hmm.
So they drew lots by opening the Bible to see
Oh.
which of the three would go back to
All right.
to Ireland,
Okay.
and Bishop Galvin was the one.
Mm-hmm.
But
So he came back recruiting.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have here Joe Leary writing about Chinese superstitions. He had been 4 years in China at that time.
And of course, the focus of the magazine was on the Irish church, I suppose, Irish people.
Well, no, mind
No?
you, it's even from the beginning. The early articles, Irish priests in China, by a Jesuit, are also in the. If we look to the very first one.
Well, you had ads in it even.
Oh yes,
You had
which
ads.
is interesting.
Isn't that
Isn't
very?
it?
I didn't realise that.
Yes.
Wow.
No, they didn't last very long.
And look at that.
Yes.
Convent of the Sacred Heart, Ferrybank, Waterford. My
Correct.
mother would have loved that because that's where she went to school.
Really?
Yep, they went to school in Ferrybank in Waterford. Oh, you had the Dominican nuns.
In Cabra.
And UCD.
Yes.
It's James Duffy. And where's Sands?
Yes. I think they were.
Oh, they were kind of a religious.
booksellers.
You
Yes.
could buy your sermons in Sands,
That's
obviously.
right.
Great
That's
French
right.
sermons.
That's right.
Oh,
Now, it's interesting also that I think within a very short time
which used.
we began to publish the lists of names, you see, of donations.
Oh, right. That's yeah. Mm.
So
That's unusual.
yeah, no, that went on for years,
Did it?
up to the 50s, 60s even.
Go away.
Yes.
Before
50s
my
in
time,
Europe.
I never saw it on
Didn't
it.
you?
No, I never saw it because
Yeah.
that actually would have been a very sought after piece of information. You
That's
know,
right.
it's like
Who
calling
was-
out who gave what, and
Exactly.
who was the richest person, this anonymous
That's right,
person
yes.
here,
Don't bequest, yes.
smaller sums.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
Yes.
And these bursaries then?
Yes, they were being established. These were mainly for educating priests.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yes.
But we
yes.
still have St. Joseph's young
That's
priests,
right.
haven't we?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. My
That's
mother actually was a member of St. Joseph's Young Priest,
Mhm.
and when she died, all donations went to St. Joseph's Young Priest.
Yes.